Respected friends, co-sadhakas, welcome you all for the last day of this month. Let the days pass, which we can't stop. What we can do when the minutes, hours, days, months are passing is doing our own sadhana of jnana prapti and living up to that jnana for our own adhyatmika pragati. The first step of that is studying shastras. Good, we are doing. Once we are confirmed regarding the goal and means, we take up the means, keep on walking, and need not worry about the time at that time. And the goal is reached, which is beyond the time. So, those who are able to make it every day to the study of these Upanishads, congratulations. Let the truth be revealed very soon by the grace of the divine. लोकसेवक धर्मस्थापक विरागी भक्त शिष्य मुमुक्षु जिज्ञासु श्रोत साधक परिश्रमी प्रेरित प्रशांत गंभीर संस्कृत भाषा ज्ञाता व्याकरण सहित these are the व्यक्तित्वास and such some more we have to focus to develop within ourselves so that we are busily occupied in something creative, constructive, and evolving, and protect ourselves from falling down. We have plenty helps from the Shrutis, from the Gurus, from the Devata Gana, from the Ishvara Tattva, from the Jaganmata, from the Parabrahma Tattva. They never hesitate to help us. They don't want anything from us except some upasanas and prarthanas and recognition of their presence, which is the minimum cost which we can comfortably pay. So, we are into the study of our Upanishads, respected friends. Before the big Upanishads of Chandogya, Brihadaranyaka start, the last in this series, in the smaller sized Upanishads, content wise, all are very sublime. In the smaller sized ones, Ishakena Kata Prashna Mundaka Mandukya Taittiriya Aitareya, the ninth one, Shwethashwathara, we are doing. First chapter we are going through. In that also we have come to the study of the last mantra. So in this, in a very simple words, what is the goal, how it is reached, what are the expressions or experiences when the goal of Paramatma reached are beautifully hinted by our Shruti Mata, the Rishi, Shwethashwathara Rishi, and it is so beautifully explained to us by Bhashyakar. So let us study, let us see where do we stand. Friends, before that, we will have our Prarthana mantra Ucharana and also Sankalpa for ourselves, for the entire world to be safe, secured, and grow spiritually because in that alone is the ultimate good is there. Shreya will be there. It will come also in today's mantra. Secondly, before that, our common sense thought for quite few minutes as we do every day for some more days. Today's common sense thought is key, let us love ourselves. Let us not make ourselves miserable. Let us make ourselves happy. This is the common sense thought today. Simple, simple things, but can matter more. You know? Can we take one day into our hands and see to it that we use our wisdom we use our awareness, we use our abilities, all strengths, and see to it that we suffer lesser and lesser. We are happy more and more. Can we try that way? In our ignorance, in our inadvertence, in our restlessness, in our what do you call them, rush and gush, we are such expressions of, really speaking, immaturity and ignorance, even sometimes worse than children, that we don't even know at small little levels also how can we are less miserable, more comfortable or happy. All these things sorted out, to be sorted out before trying to sort out the higher adhyatmika problems or miseries or sadhanas, small little. So, two or three example, if we say, can we today avoid suffering? Today, let us say morning 8:15, 8:10. We are going to be there for next, let us say night 11 तक आज जागृत में रहेंगे. So 12 plus 3, 15 घंटे हैं. So in these 15 hours, intelligently, consciously, can we avoid becoming miserable by both avoiding less food eating and excessive food eating? है ना? These are the two things we suffer because of. Either ज़्यादा खाना या कम खाना. So can we balance ourselves today? Yuktata it is called. In Gita में Yukta ahara viharasya, Yukta cheshtasya karmasu, Yukta swapnavamodhasya yogo bhavati dukkha. On the basis of that we are discussing. That will come when we are studying Gita. So can we avoid becoming miserable by avoiding overeating, less eating, and by also avoiding the eating of the wrong things which trouble us at the body level, whether it is oily stuff or heavy stuff or spicy stuff, whatever. Why should we become miserable at the body level? Can't we be intelligent? So too, can we avoid becoming miserable by balancing our, let us say, nidra? Oversleep also makes us very drowsy, है ना? A regret and a guilt कि क्यों ज़्यादा सोया मैंने. So to less sleep also will not help us, because if the rest is not sufficient, subsequent activities we cannot do well. So can we balance our that thing? Third, can we avoid miserable of, very important thing. Uh, can we avoid the misery in us today in next 15 hours by not doing those things which we are not supposed to do, physically, vocally, as well as at the mind level? Just to see what best. It's a question of increasing our awareness, is a question of using already gained knowledge through the study of Shastras or otherwise, and then thus avoiding. A grosser things they are all. Even this, if you are not mindful, then when will the day come where we are continuously remembering of the ultimate goal, and all our activities, pursuits are only geared up towards that, turned towards that. That's the most golden day. That's the most beautiful things. But before that, these are all the practice grounds. These are all our training periods, wherein even the small little things also we should be able to be acutely minute and fully responsible to see that things are falling in right place from our side. You can't make the things perfect in the world because there's so many other factors involving. But अपने तरफ से, isn't it? In the same way, can we avoid becoming miserable today by not valuing the people around us less? That also sin of omission. And also not valuing the people more. That is called attachment. Without both of them, can we be conscious? With all the family members, friends, जो भी हैं, आज के दिन हमारे पास कौन आने वाले हैं हमें दुखी करने के लिए, खुद दुखी होने के लिए? इफ वी आर इग्नोरेंट वी डोंट नो, है ना? Now we are aware. Today, next 15 hours, whoever are going to come, I am going to strike balance in my talking to that person, relating to that person. I am very excessive, extremely careful. Neither I will overvalue nor less value. Neither I react to that person's whatever, but I'll respond properly. So that when I look back, I used wisdom. I made these 2 minutes of interaction less miserable or no miserable. Enough? In the same way, the fourth and not the least one, the important is, can I avoid making myself either miserable, avoid making myself feel regretted and guilty that I have wasted my time and energy by avoiding the unwanted involvements and whatever the front. Maybe you call it as loitering here and there, or maybe on the name of entertainment, spending time here and there. For a little wiser person, these are all consumptions of the time energy. He values them, therefore he is careful. So today I have avoided these avoidable things. That itself also avoiding the misery. है ना? जैसे कल का दिन चला गया, 29th November. Wherever I have wasted my time, that regret, guilt will be there today, and that wasted time will not come back. So, in this way, whether it is food, whether it is sleep, whether it is activities, whether it is entertainment, whether it is interacting with the people at home or when we go to the society, every moment, that completeness in our knowledge expressed through proper responses and actions to avoid first we becoming miserable, second also try your best to not make miserable the people from our side, which is not in our hands completely. If somebody is deciding to be miserable with all your love given, you can't avoid it. ये तो हर दिन घरों में देखते हैं ना, जितना प्यार देते हो उतना हमको सर पे चढ़कर हो रोने का नाटक करते रहते. That's why Bhagavan Krishna is very intelligent. He did not console Arjuna. बेटा तू रो रहा है मेरे प्यार. He said, you clypeus, you are crying like a napumsak. Shut up, get up. आज हम देखने वाले हैं. भगवान knows मैं इसको ज्यादा वो सपोर्ट किया तो ये रोता ही रहेगा. I have not come here to make myself miserable or anybody. He just blushed Arjuna and his attitude for that whole chapter. In 2 shlokas, Arjuna might have spoken 20 shlokas. भगवान ने गाली दिया, तू नपुंसक है. To protect himself from becoming sympathetic, more and more miserable, more and more, because of the misery of that stupid fellow out of his own ignorance. Let us not suffer others' murkhata, others' ignorance, others' arrogance. We should learn this art. हम किसी को दुखी नहीं कर रहे, खुद क्यों होना है दुखी किसी का? Isn't it? That is the way. Otherwise, there's no end to this world. In this world, people doesn't want to know, have knowledge, doesn't want to practice that knowledge. When there is no knowledge or no practice of knowledge, miserable. Either it is we or they. So what can you do? कोई दवा नहीं लेता है, बीमारी दूर नहीं करता है, दुखी ही होना चाहता है, कौन क्या करेगा? Same way for life, outer or inner. The dava is only jnanam and practicing that jnanam. We are talking about that only. The jnanam as to how to relate with this world so that we are not miserable, we are not making the world miserable. Then comes the higher thing, which is conceived by the great masters. That not only I am not becoming miserable, but I am also purely becoming happy. Then the third step of I am not making others miserable, then I am making others happy. These are the four fundamental things. We all seek these four only, but we don't have the knowledge as to how to achieve them. The great masters, they have fully investigated the Shastras, the human mind, the people, the world, how it is going on. So they found all the wisdoms. So with that, they do all these four. Avoiding my becoming miserable, becoming myself happy, avoiding others made miserable by me, trying to make them happy. See, Puja Gurudev's motto is to give maximum happiness to maximum number for maximum time. See that? It's a very high level of maturity. It's not at the level of how to make others miserable and myself also, which is the third class. Very lowest life it is. In ourselves becoming happy, one is the happiness through the sense pleasures, etc. Both low level. And the real happiness is remembering the goal, working towards the goal, and finding that today we have done something to go near to our goal. There is no happiness parallel to this. How much our Shastras we are studying, that is okay. But are we all the time remembering our goal? All the time. Not only when we are in the class, throughout the day. Only when the goal is remembered, then the means are remembered. Then we walk in those means, isn't it? Generally, क्या होता है in our inadvertence, for various reasons, excuses, justifications, first thing happens is we forget the goal, as if we are never conceived it as our goal only. देखो पूरा दुनिया के लोग किसी को है क्या परमात्मा गोल करके? अगर है परमात्मा गोल, other than sitting at one place and meditating, can anything else be done? We are taking the example of others out of our, what do you call, shyness, that the example is ourselves only. If my goal is Paramatma, how can I get up, go anywhere in the world outside? Paramatma is to be found inside, no? Why am I not doing it? Because I have forgotten. Paramatma is the goal. Then only other things are taken as goal. That is why we are doing everything else. That's the meaning of Mamekam Sharanam Raja Sarvadharman Parityaj. So, the real happiness, the true happiness, the deeper happiness, the self congratulating happiness we can give to ourselves is only when the ultimate goal is remembered and some kadam, some steps we have moved towards that today. In those steps are haphazard steps in spirituality. Haphazard means the steps are like that. Any step you can walk, you are towards it. थोड़ा विवेक बढ़ाया, थोड़ा वैराग्य बढ़ाया, थोड़ा शमदम बढ़ाया, थोड़ा तत्व ज्ञान को दृढ़ किया, थोड़ा पंचकोशों को साइड पे रखा, थोड़ा नाम रूप का निराकरण किया, थोड़ा अहम ब्रह्मास्मि कहा. Everything is a step towards it. Little if I can do that, that much joy. More and more I do that, more and more joy. Because the inner heart is so much suffering with the pain because of being away from the true self only. है ना? Getting lost, like the child lost in the exhibition. Away from his own family members or parents. उसका the tension देखो, दुख देखो. We all are disconnected from our own inner self, like that child in this numise of the world of things and beings and our own upadhis, that endless loneliness, endless suffering we are. To that child, 20 people come console him. He'll not say, अच्छा हो गया, parents मिले या ना मिले, these fellows are taking care of me. ऐसा नहीं होता. उनको अपने parents को मिलना ही है. Then only he'll be consoled. In the cows and calves, it's not that any cow goes to any calf to any cow. Nahi hota. Even if there are 1,000 cows coming in the evening, 1,000 cows are there, they recognize and go to their own mother. Even the birds, thousands of the birds on the tree, Only the respective nest they go to their own child. So too, the jiva in us cannot be happy with any other jiva, cannot be happy even with the Ishvara also, can never be happy with the Jagat. He is happy with his own self. Therefore, that's very congratulating endeavor of doing some sadhanas, walking towards our goal, makes us really happy inside. Like with how much our misery, frustration, we come to the class. But end of the class, there is a joy about the self. We have studied little, we have understood little, we heard little. Because सबका दिल में वही चाहत होती है. But the problem is, like, not only we don't fulfill the desires of our relatives, but we suppress their desires, like the parents do to the children. In the same way, the real desire of the jiva not only fulfilled, that is to become the self, but it is suppressed. But otherwise, every heart is seeking that only. That is why doing something for sadhana really pleases us, gives us the true inner joy. The mind may react, mind will fight with us, like the family members sometimes. You go celebratingly telling them, today I have attended the Upanishad class. But they tell, what Upanishad class you attended? You have not come with me only to the cinema or the hotel. Because they are at that level. So to the mind senses may say, when you say that today I have done my japa or my sadhana, हाँ किया होगा तुमने लेकिन हमारे साथ खाने को तो गए नहीं, तुम घूमने को तो गए नहीं. So they will have their own things throughout life. है ना? When your family members also, by God's grace, your effort, mutual discussion, understand the importance of satsang and they also start coming, that is no less than miracle, not impossible. Wonderful it is. सब लोग बैठे हैं, सुन रहे हैं सत्संग, उपनिषद के बाद चर्चा कर रहे हैं. What a beautiful family it is. Excellent. Same way, the senses, mind also cooperating with the buddhi for the inner sadhana is no less achievement. But before that, if the buddhi sometimes dominating, coming to class, studying shastra, doing sadhana, is a good achievement, even though mind and senses may say, but this 1 hour you could have slept, but this 1 hour you could have gone here and there. वो nagging तो चलता ही. Why? Because we are not thoroughly intellectually convinced to ward off all the nonsense of the mind and senses and their demands. 1 घंटे के लिए we are able to avoid them. बट बाद में वी आर लूज, वी आर वीक, दे आर स्ट्रांग. लाइक 1 घंटा घर वालों को साइड पे रख के क्लास में आ गए, उसके बाद फिर वी आर स्लेव टू देम. वी हैव टू डांस टू देयर ट्यून्स, whether it is their love or hatred or dominance or ordering or expectation, जो भी है नौटंकी तो चलता है. After these two are achieved, the third one is making others happy. Can we today in our 15 hours make others happy? And only two ways of making happy is: one, fulfill the duties; second, increase the faith in them, in Bhagavan and in Adhyatmikata. This is the way we can make them happy. So to avoiding to make them miserable by both the things. When we don't do our duties, then we made them miserable. Even after our fulfilling duties, they become miserable. It is their genius. We can't take it. बहुत बार होता है ना, मैं तो जो करना था कर ही लिया, फिर भी ये क्यों रो रहा है? He has decided to cry, you need not worry. But do the duty, direct their mind towards the divine. These are the two ways by which we can make them happy. Do the duty to those near and dear ones, whatever they are. So, in this way, थोड़ा भजन करके, can I make myself happy? थोड़ा जप करके 5-6 मिनट इस तरह. सो स्वयं को इस तरह जीतते हुए मैं सही जश्न या सही खुशी मना सकता हूं क्या आज के दिन? हाउ मच आई कैन डू. If I can do it, good. Let it be an inspiration for tomorrow, day after tomorrow. इस तरह we have to avoid becoming miserable at the grosser than the grossest level, to the subtler than the subtlest level. So too we have to be getting that happiness, that peace at least, from the grosser than the grossest to the higher, less than the subtler than the subtlest. And have a healthy body, a light body, an active body. Should be is a great choice. It's a joy to be that. Imagine here pain, there pain, pain, pain everywhere. Everywhere the fats are accumulated. Every cell of the body is filled with all gross and subtler negative matter. है ना? ऐसा है हमारा शरीर अभी. इसलिए शुद्ध आहार से, मंत्रोच्चारण से, प्रार्थना से, जपादि से, all that impurities at the gross body level, not only the impurity coming out through the mouth or through the skin as sweat, etc., every cell is filled with because of the Rajo Tamo Guna food we eat, Rajo Tamo Guna thoughts we entertain, Bhoga we entertain, all of them are spoiled. Every one of them have to be purified and refined. That should be our goal. So to the pranas, so to the indriyas, so to the mana, so to the buddhi. In this way, through this process, remove the misery, get the happiness. It is our birth duty, birth right. By using our wisdom, we have to avoid our becoming miserable, our making others miserable. So to duty and right to be happy, to make others happy. देखो इतना सारा चीजें हम मिस करते हैं and we claim ourselves to be we are wise or intelligent or should be recognized. We may be talented, we may be professionals, we may be successful in the outer profession in earning money. It never guarantees that we are wise. Wisdom altogether is different only, wherein every moment we are aware and alert of avoiding those which make miserable and doing those which make us happy. The true happiness. Another Satvika Sukha. Agre Vishamiva Pariname Amrutopamam. Not Rajasika. Agre Amrutopamam Pariname Vishamiva. Sukha also is three types. Satvik, Rasik, Tamasik. We are talking about Satvik Sukha. So, in this way, let one day be targeted. In that one day, even few hours, we are able to achieve it. Not a less achievement. It is great. अगला दिन बाकी सारा you know it is not related to us. It's not required. When we go to shop, one or two things required for us we buy. All are not related to us. Isn't it? Same way, the whole world is like a दुकान. इतना चीज है इसमें सब हमारे लिए नहीं है वो हमारे लिए जो है वो जानकर वही करना. That's the highest wisdom. May all this be revealed to us. May we recognize the duty and responsibility of avoiding misery and becoming relaxed and happy and celebrating every day, every moment. है ना? And at the higher spiritual level, only one thing which avoids misery, makes us happy is I am that Brahman. That's it. ब्रह्म तत्वानुचिंतनम आत्म तत्वानुचिंतनम से बढ़कर हमें प्रसन्न बनाने वाला कोई है ही नहीं. बिकॉज बाकी सब झूठ मूठ जिसे तो सत्य सच सच की बात है ना. The ones who are not convinced of these alone go somewhere else to become happy, come back miserable, disappointed. Those who have thoroughly studied Shastras, deeply contemplated, it clicks to them that in the realization of the real self, alone is all bliss, all happiness, zero misery. Anything other than that is just going to pollute our peace and happiness, give us misery. रेयर मेच्योरिटी, मतलब उसी के लिए हम तड़प रहे हैं, by studying the Shastras every day. This is a tadap. Why we are studying morning, evening, afternoon? To come to this highest wisdom and conviction that in pursuing and achieving the ultimate, alone is the ultimate happiness and peace and contentment and धन्यता fulfillment. बाकी सब फंसाने वाले ही हैं, है ना? बाकी सारा. So the main thought today was, can we avoid becoming miserable? It is small little steps also. Na? Food, activities, talking, working, relating to the people, most importantly, responding to the unexpected situations that come. We can't know, no? बिजली ठप हो गई, सर्वेंट नहीं आया, उसने कुछ तोड़ दिया, ड्राइवर नहीं आया, दुकान बंद है, गए तो. There are thousand things that are coming to happen today. But can we have that wisdom not to allow anything to make us miserable? And even of the worst also, can we take out the best? You know? Taking out the worst among out of the best is called as the most ignorant, miserable jiva. That is Arjuna. Taking the best out of even the worst is called as the Krishna. You know? That is a genius. Arjuna was crying in that war. Krishna was smiling in that war. Prahasanniva Bharat. Shoka Samigna Manasa is Arjuna. Prahasanniva Bharata is Krishna. Prahasan. One fellow took out the worst about the best. It's a best occasion for Arjuna to reclaim his kingdom. Because he was all capable of it, opportunity was not coming. This is a once for a final opportunity. It is best. सबको उखाड़ के फेंक दिया अपना राज. अल्टीमेटली उसने वही पाया, but before that he was miserable. Krishna, he is happy because through seemingly worst war of this, the best is going to happen where there is a triumph of dharma over the adharma, for which he has taken avatar. So he has his wisdom, therefore he could laugh, even though every arrow touches him first before it goes to Arjuna. So anything happening in today's day for us, can we respond in such a way that we take out the best, not becoming even little also miserable? Maintain that calm, peace, dignity. कुछ भी हो, कुछ भी हो सकता. सर्दी होगी, बारिश होगा, जो एक्सपेक्टेड है नहीं हो रहा है. It can be anything. The wife has made not the choice of breakfast. कुछ बनाया उन्होंने. You are with your own anticipation, she'll make this or that, but something else she made. Enough for becoming miserable, no? See what small little things also we become miserable. And don't fight with me. Swamiji, having breakfast is not a small thing. It is so big. It can be. Thank you. Let us expect this to be done by us today and continue tomorrow. One more thing, I need not expand it. The past regrets, past guilts, past miseries, and lots of negativities we might have done. People remember, they humiliate us, they insult us. दुनिया ऐसा ही चलता है. Dunya doesn't see the 99 good we do. They look at only the one bad we do. That's they're all proof readers. अपने में गुण देखने को कहते हैं, दूसरों में वो लोग दोष ही देखते हैं, है ना? That's how the world is. And we are not a wise persons born. With so many negativities we have come, so much of things we might have done. अब anyway we have done it. उसका फल तो मिलने वाला है हमको. Then why still carry the load of it like a donkey? Accept I was wrong. Whatever punishments are given, I am ready to take. Now, right now, I am fully engaged in improving myself. I can't waste my time energy for those which have gone by. Yeah, I'm accepting, I'm not justifying. I'm welcoming the punishment also. These two are like wonderful. But why worry regretted? हो गया वो तब बेवकूफ थे, गलत किया, अब तो वाइज बन रहे हो ना, आप खुश हो, आप अच्छा काम करो, बेवकूफी मत करो. That's it. This is another way of avoiding the misery, not justifying also. Ask the Lord, punish me for the mistake done by me. Teach me the lesson, O Lord, so that again I will not trouble you by doing wrong. I know you have sent me and expecting from me the best performance. By not doing so, how much I made you miserable. Sorry. No, these are all very beautiful soliloquy, you call it as, no? Which really mold us. All require our deep inner attention to ourselves, giving sufficient time. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahaihi Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsarusibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah Om Yairime Guruvi Purvam Badavakya Pramanatah व्याख्याता सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्. ॐ जगतीमवितुं कलिताकृतयो विचरन्ति महामहसच्चलतः अहिमां श्रीवात्रविभासि गुरो भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्. ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वध्यात्मिकप्रगत्यर्थं विश्वशान्तिकल्याणार्थम् अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं स सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक ऐदव संस्कृतेः समस्त बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण भारतवर्षस्यापि समूलनिर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकहैन्दव संस्कृतेः शाश्वतरूपेण सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थप्रतिष्ठाद्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं जन्मसाफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नमध्ये श्रीकृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आदिशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओं नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्. अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः. ओं सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओं शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Friends, the last mantra, 16th one, so complete, so beautiful, so sober, so soothing it is. Very sweet. Chant it 2 times. Sarvavyapinamatmanam Kshire Sarpirivakhilam Atmavidya Tapomulam Tadbrahmopanishatparam Tadbrahmopanishatparam. Again. सर्वव्यापिनमात्मानं क्षीरे सर्पिरिवाखिलं आत्मविद्या तपोमूलं Tad Brahmopanishad Param. Tad Brahmopanishad Param. So one word adhyahara we have to do. Sarva Vyapinam Atmanam Prapya or Jnatva or Anubhuya. Okay? So we were seeing yesterday the Bhashya, the first half we have seen. Sarva Vyapinam iti. This mantra is being commented upon. Vyasa Adi Shankara Bhagavan Bhashyakara starts Bhashya like this. Now he explains Sarva Vyapinam means all pervading. What do you mean by Sarva? Sarvam. Sarva means Prakriti Adi Vishesha Antam. That is the meaning of Sarva. Starting from the Mula Prakriti, Trigunatmika, Maya, up to the Vishesha. The Visheshas at the total level are the Panchamahabhutas. The Visheshas at the individual level are the variety of Rupanama, which are made out of that Panchamahabhuta only. They are called Vishesha. So, Prakriti Adi Vishesha Antam is equal to Sarva. Okay? Vyapinam. What is a Vyapinam? Be clear. Vyapya Avasthitam. You know, Vyapya and Avasthitam. Like the clouds are Vyapi in the sky during rainy season. But Avasthitam nahi hai. Once that season is over, they are gone. Isn't it? सर्दियों में धुंध व्याप्य but not avasthitam, only those 2 or 3 months. In the same way, this Paramatma is not vyapta in the Prakriti up to the Panchamahabhutas for some time and then it disappeared. No, vyapya sthitam. That's the meaning of vyapinam. Vyapya, permeating everything, sthita is permanently there for us to recognize. And then yesterday we saw both the versions. First we say the Paramatma is permeating all. Gold is permeating the ornament. Later on we say ornament is inside the gold contained. So to that Sarva is inside Paramatma. For now, Paramatma is inside Sarva. Why? Because our attention is on that Sarva. Sarva means everything. हमारा अभी दृष्टि इन सब पे है, इसलिए मजबूरन कहना पड़ता है कि इनमें परमात्मा व्याप्त है. But the fact is the other way around. In that Paramatma is not there. In the Paramatma they are there. Isn't it? Like inside me, my mind is there. It is a very gross initial discussion. Later on, inside me the mind is not there. In the mind I am there. I means this body. शरीर में मन नहीं होता, मन में शरीर होता है. बट दृष्टि अभी शरीर का है, इसलिए शरीर में मन है ऐसा कहते हैं. But actual thing is mind is more pervasive, no? Therefore it should become container. The body is the content. So to Paramatma is all pervading. He should be the container. The entire Sarva means Prakriti Adi Vishesha should be the content. So Sarva Prakriti Adi Visheshantam Vyapya Vyapinam means Vyapya Avasthitam. To substantiate it, कि न देह इंद्रियादि अध्यात्म मात्र अवस्थितम. है ना, देह इंद्र प्राण मनोबुद्धि के भीतर, देह इंद्र प्राण मनोबुद्धि के अधिष्ठान रूप में वी डिस्कवर परमात्मा. दैट डजंट मीन दैट ही इज देयर ओनली दिस इन दिस. ही इज देयर एवरीवेयर आल्सो. So discovering that Paramatma within ourselves is called Atma Jnana. Knowing that the same Paramatma is there, Sarvavyapi, is called as Brahma Jnana. That is why न केवलम देहेन्द्रियादि अध्यात्म मात्र अवस्थित but sarvavyapinam. So though we have to find Paramatma first within us, but it has to be expanded that he is everywhere there. First point is over, Sarva Vyapinam. Second is Atmanam, the self. I have to discover the self. See the feeling in that word. Sarva Vyapi means, if you look at the gross body level, gross bodies, every single cell is permeated by Paramatma. If you take Pranamaya, if you take Mana, Sarva Vyapya. So to outside. If you have seen mountain, huge mountain, but in its every milli micro square centimeter, that Paramatma is. You see a huge ocean, in and it through it nothing but Paramatma. If you see the space seemingly infinite, उसमें पूरा वही परमात्मा है. Okay, सर्वव्यापिनम. Now आत्मानम is that self. सर्वव्यापिनम हो गया ना? But still he says, क्षीरे सर्पिः इव अर्पितम. For you to understand the self, it is like in the milk, the sarpi, the ghee, let us say, or butter, let us say, cream. So, how that cream is permeating the milk? In that way, the self is permeating everything. Drashta Drushya, Ishvara Jiva Jagat, Stula Sukshma Karana, Vyashti Samashti. हर जगह पे is like Kshire Sarpi. So that Kshire Sarpi, Bhagavan gave 3 words, very, very crucial. 3 words, 3 meanings. What is the meaning of Kshire Sarpi Riva? Arpitam. Arpitam word is explained. It is what? Sorry. Saratvena Nirantarataya Atmatvena. Underline these 3 words. Saratvena, essence. Nirantaraya, continuous. Atmatvena, as the self. So the sarpi, the cream, is the sara of the milk. That sarpi, the cream, is nirantara there in the milk, and that is the atma. Same way, for everything, the sara is that atma only. And the atman is in nirantara rupena, it is there in it. And that's called as the atman. Of it. So परमात्मा सब में अर्पित है सार के रूप में निरंतर आत्मा के रूप में, है ना? सारत्वेन निरंतर आत्म भावेन. That is what in Gita 7 chapter, 9 chapter, 10 chapter, hundreds of vibhutis are told. Like punya gandha prathivyam cha tejashasmi vibhavasau जीवनम सर्वभूतेषु रसोहमप्सु कौन्तेय प्रभास्मि शशि सूर्यो. So what is the sara of the water? The rasa. That is me only. And where is the rasa in the water? Sarva Vyapinam. Or sada, it is there. Nirantara taya. Then that rasa is the atma of the jala. Because from the rasa, tanmatra only, the jala came. In that way, I am there in it. Rasoham apsu kaunteya, 7th chapter, we are explaining. So too in 9th, 10th chapter. Beautiful it is. 3 words. Sarattvena nirantarataya atmatvena sarveshu arpitam. That's the meaning of Kshire sarpiva akhilam. Okay, Kshire sarpiva arpitam. Now comes next one. Atma Vidya and Tapo Moolam. 2 ways Bhagavan Adi Shankara explains this to us. He says, Ki Atma Vidya Tapasoho. Moolam means Karanam. So one word is Atma Vidya, second is Tapaha. This Paramatma is the Moola Karana for both of them. No, this particular portion, next one is very crucial. Listen carefully. What is the thought here? That Atman is the Moola. Atman is the Moola for the Atma Vidya as well as the Tapaha. That the reality, the truth, the Brahman is the Moola Karana for Atma Vidya and Tapasa. Bhagwan is giving the quotation. Shankara Bhagwan. How is it? Shruyate cha. Shruyate means Shruti में तो कहते हैं. What is it? एष ही एव साधु कर्म कारयति. In the Kaushitaki Upanishad, Kaushitaki Brahmana, एष ही एव साधु कर्म कारयति. He is the one who makes jivas do the sadhu karma. The Brahman, the truth, the reality, makes us do the sadhu karma. And what is the sadhu karma? Tapaha. तपस्या से बढ़कर साधु कर्म दूसरा नहीं है ना. Therefore, what is said in the mantra, Atmavidya tapo moolam, that tapaha, from this Kaushitaki Upanishad, we have to relate it to this word कि क्या कहते हैं, एष ही एव साधु कर्म कारयति. Both ways, sadhu karma कारयति, good action, he is the one who makes us do. Good action obviously is tapasya. So who makes us do the tapasya, the sadhu karma? Paramatma only. Or esha eva sadhu karma karayit means he is the one, he makes us do the sadhu karma in a sadhu rupa. Sadhu means best. Sadhu means good way. Sadhu shobhanam shiva means very good. Well done. What you say in English? Well done. Very good. It's good. Sadhu ka artha hota hai. Sadhu is a Mahatma because he is good. Whatever he does is good. So, tapasah moolam. Tapa hai sadhu karma. Sadhu karma rupi tapa ka moolam parabrahma only. Quotation Kaushitaki Upanishad. Esha hi eva sadhu karma karayat. Millions of places, so many other places you can see. Now, what is the lesson for you and I? Again to that Brahma Tattva only we put our application submission that, O Lord, to reach you, the sadhu karma, the tapasya karma I have to do. The two tapasyas are, one, keeping away the world, second, attending to you through these sadhana chatushtaya sampada, shravana manana nididhyasanadi. Please make me do this tapasya. To that Brahman we have to put application because he is the one sadhu karma karayat. Good, no? Directly Brahman or your Rama or Krishna, हे भगवान मेरे से साधु कर्म कराओ, साधु कर्म कराओ, साधु कर्म कराओ. Sadhu karma is equal to tapasya, tapasya is equal to reaching you, reaching you. You go on praying, praying, praying. Because he is the moolam for Atma Vidya and tapaha. Tapaha word first we are discussing. Tapa means sadhu karma. Tapa already defined in the earlier mantra. Manasascha indriyanam aikagram paramam tapaha. सो तपो मूलम, तप परमात्मा के कारण ही होता है. इसलिए भगवान हमसे तपस्या कराओ, आप तक ले जाओ, खुद ही करवाओ. Now this should be very deeply understood, accepted and implemented through prayers. Hey Brahman, I have to reach you. Please take me towards you. Tapo moolam. Let all tapasyas to be done by me by your grace. One is tapo moolam. Second is what? Atma Vidya also moolam. Karanam is Brahman only. After tapasya, antakarana shuddhi all achieved, even gaining the Atma Vidya, Atma Anubhuti, the Moola, the Karana is Paramatma only. His grace only. That Bhagavan Adi Shankara explains to us with a quotation from Bhagavad Gita. You know? First, Shwete cha esha hi eva sadhu karma karayati. That is for tapasya, the example that Paramatma only makes us do tapasya. He is the Moola. He is the Moola also for Atma Vidya. Quotations are this one. Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamupayanti te. Here, 10th chapter, Bhagavan Krishna is taken as Brahman. And he is saying that I will give you buddhi yoga. Buddhi yoga is always jnana yoga. Jnana is only of Atma jnana. In those 2-3 shlokas of 10th chapter, beautiful, no? Machchittaha madgata pranaha bodhayantaha parasparam kathayantascha mam nityam dushyanti charamanti cha tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam datami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. That buddhi yoga by which they reach me, I give it. तेषामेव अनुकंपार्थमहम अज्ञानजं तमः नाशयामि आत्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता. I am the one by giving the Jnanadeepa, bright, brilliant, destroy all the tamaha, the ignorance, darkness that's there in the heart of people. Of course, to those who are doing machittaha, madgata pranaha, bodhayanta parasparam, their chitta, prana, paraspara, bodha, all of that is happening about me only. For such people, by giving buddhi yoga, by lighting the Jnanadeepa, I will eliminate the darkness of ignorance, which is equal to moksha. Therefore, who is the moolam for Atma Vidya? Paramatma. Therefore, use this sentence to pray. And how many examples we have seen? For example, in Taittiriya we have seen कि that brahmachari or that sadhaka, he said, no, I am taking the help of the Om, okay, as the support for me for studying the Upanishads to realize Brahman. By the grace of Om, I will realize Brahman. With that, that sadhaka started doing sadhana of the Upanishads. Lo, the surprise is what? By the grace of that Om, he has got realized. See, Om iti brahmanaha pravakshannaha brahmopapnavaniti brahmaivopapnoti. Brahma upapnavani. I will definitely realize Brahman by the grace of Om because I am taking his support. And Brahmaiva apnoti, he is achieved also. Is it not? Again, in Ishavasya, Agnena Yasuvadharayi Asman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidvan Yodi Asmat Juhrana Menaha. Is it not a prayer to the Paramatma to free us from all clutches and give us moksha? Isn't it? In every of the Shastras, you can see prayers extended for giving the Atma Vidya because Atma Vidya is, he is the Moola. And again in Kathopanishad, Yameva Esha Vrunute Tena Labhyaha Tasya Esha Atma Vivrunute Tanum Swam. He alone will reveal. And Tulsi Ramayana, Jai Dev Janai Soi Janata. He alone will know Rama, whom the Rama reveals himself to. Therefore, who is the Moolam for Atma Vidya? Same Brahman. Therefore, we take that Brahman also as the Devata and pray to him, O Lord, give us the tapasya, give us the Atma Vidya, because you are the Moolam for it. बढ़िया है कि नहीं? We let us pray. See, the last few days or few hours, did we intensely pray to मुझे तपस्या कराओ मेरे से, मुझे आत्म विद्या दो? तो हम मांग ही नहीं रहे, क्यों देंगे भगवान? See how many places we are either Rajasic extroverted or Tamasic forgetful. Sattvic of remembering goal and means, very seldom we are. Increasing that is called sadhana. That I am always aware of my goal. I am always aware of the Paramatma. I am always praying to him to bless me with that tapasya which gives qualification and then Atma Vidya which gives liberation. एक सेकंड भी उसको नहीं बोलना. काय को बोल रहे हो और कुछ क्यों याद कर रहे हो? Same thing yesterday we saw, no? The liberation giving thing we are continuously forgetting. The bondage giving thing we are continuously remembering. है ना? See, hey, my dear human being, the wanting to evolve human being, this is where you are inadvertent. यहाँ तुम्हारा प्रमाद हो रहा है. क्या हो रहा है? परमात्मा को बोल रहे हैं, जगत को याद कर रहे हैं. लक्ष्य को बोल रहे हैं, जगत को याद कर रहे हैं. Jagat cannot be Lakshya, but that's what always. See how many vasanas that means we got, how much of the habit that means we got of the worldliness. And even though it is kicking us every moment by limiting us, binding us, still we feel our comfort there. है ना? हाँ, ठीक है, मैं स्लम एरिया में रहता हूँ, कंफर्टेबल हूँ, but you can afford to get a house in a good gated community and all, stay relaxed way. नहीं नहीं मेरे को ठीक है. अरे, living in the world is like living in slum only. Living in the Lord is living in the high five-star gated community. हमको उधर ही कंफर्ट लग रहा है, अब उसी को याद कर रहे हैं. यू एंड आई विथ ऑल द शास्त्र स्टडी, मतलब अभी शास्त्र का ज्ञान दिल तक नहीं गया, कान तक ही रह गया. बाय द वे, we are trying to understand. That's why till it goes up to the heart level, till it goes up to the heart level, we have to go on doing the study, manana, chintana. You know that example, no? उत्तर प्रदेश में कहीं हो, हिमालय में, 1 year or little more back or around 1 year, तो द टनल में लैंडस्लाइड हो गया. 17 days the people worked till they made a way for those people to be evacuated safely. 17 दिन, you remember those days of working? Relentless. Or a corona example, relentless in sending those vaccines and बाप रे क्या टाइम था वो वाला, याद है? Relentless. Till in the same way, till it permeates into our heart, this Shravana Manana we have to do of the Tattva. That I am remembering Tattva, I want to reach Tattva, that Tattva Rupi Brahman, I am praying to him for these two only. Give me Atma Vidya, give me Tapasya. Make me do Tapasya, let me realize Atma Vidya. Because he is the Moolam. So, श्रूयते च एष हि एव साधु कर्म कारयति, then dadami buddhiyogam tam yena mam upayantite. The first one is to say he is the giver of tapasya, sadhu karma. Second one is to say he is the giver of atma vidya, that is buddhi yogam. Gita mein dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite. Now, same line is interpreted in other way around also, which is also true. ये पहले इंटरप्रिटेशन में we have put the responsibility on the Lord to make us do tapasya to get us Atma Vidya. But what do we do when he is doing it? We have to respond, no? No, we cannot be so silly and funny that somebody in the helicopter throwing the rope to pull us away when we are getting flooded in the water or ocean. अच्छा तुम कर रहे हो ना, चल मैं डूबूंगा, मैं इधर उधर हाथ पैर मारूंगा, या मैं मछलियों के साथ दोस्ती करूंगा, तुम करो. ऐसा होता है क्या? When that fellow is throwing the rope from the helicopter, with same intensity, I have to hold it. I have to struggle to hold, and then I am pulled out. So, when we pray to the Lord, give me the Atma Vidya and give me Tapasya, we also have to do the same thing to respond to His help. Isn't it? This is also equally important. Therefore, the same sentence has other meaning. What is that? Atma Vidya and Tapasya are the moolam which we have to do for getting that Paramatma. Isn't it? So, in Upanishads, in all these occasions, one sentence only told which contains both the meanings. Like we quoted now, Kata and Mundaka Upanishad, that mantra, Yam eva eshaha vrunate tena labhya. In that, all Sarvanama are used. That's why you can interpret it both ways. One is Yam Atmanam eva eshaha sadhaka vrunate. When the sadhaka desires only Atman exclusively, then Atman is realized. So, who is the one who is desiring here? Choosing the Jiva, the sadhaka. Vrunute means seeking. Yameva Atmanam esha sadhaka vrunute. ना उसको आप उधर भी ऐसा भी कह सकते हैं ना, यम एव साधकम एषः आत्मा वृणुते. because that is Sarvanama. So this Atman, to whichever the sadhaka it selects, to him he reveals. Both are right. In that, we have expressed our prayer desire to that Lord to reveal. And from our side also we have to do what we have to do. Here also same. Atma Vidya or Tapasya ka Mula is Atman, Paramatman. So we pray to him. Please bless us with this too. And then for the experience of the Atma Vidya, again the Moolam, the other way around is Atma Vidya and Tapasya. Therefore we have to do that from our side. That's why Atava, another meaning. What is it? Atma Vidya cha Tapaha cha. Atma Vidya and Tapasya. These two are Yasya Atma Labhe Moolam Hetu. Of this Atma Labha, the Moolam, the Hetu is the Atma Vidya and Tapasya. Here we have to do the Tapasya of Manasasya Indriyana Maikakyam, and we have to do the Atma Vidya Prapti Prayatna of Shravanam Maranam Nididhyas. तो हमें भी अपने तरफ से करना है, उनको हम उसी के लिए प्रार्थना करना है. When both of them reach to peak level, by His grace, it just happens. And for this also quotation, Atma Vidya and Tapasya ka Moola is Paramatma. For that, Tapasya ka Moola Paramatma, Kaushitaki quoted. Esha hi eva sadhu karma karayat. And for the Atma Vidya, Paramatma is the Moola. For that, Gita is quoted. Dadami buddhi yogam tam ye nama upayat. अब इसका भी कोटेशन दो. किसका? आत्मविद्या एंड तपस्या आर द मूल to realize that Brahman. Therefore, we have to do these two sadhanas. For the quotation is what? Ki tatacha shrutihi ki vidyaya amrutam ashnute. See, vidyaya add atma. Atma vidyaya amrutam ashnute. So, Atma Vidya is the Moola, which we have to gain by going to the Guru. From this Moola, the result is Atma Anubhava, Moksha Prapti, Brahma Prapti, which is called in the Upanishad as Amrutam Ashnute. He experiences immortality. So, Vidya Amrutam Ashnute is Amruta is the result, Vidya is the Moola or the Karana, which we have to pursue. So, when I pursue Atma Vidya, the Moolam, the phala of that, the Atma Prapti, comes to me. See, Vidya Amrutam This quotation to say that we have to pursue the Atma Vidya to get the Atma Anubhuti and get moksha. Give the example of tapasya then. I have to do the tapasya so that the self is revealed to me. I am responsible here. Further, the quotation is Tapasa Brahma Vijignyasasva. How many times? 5 times therein. Bhruguvalli, the Bhrugu Varuna Samvada. Every time the Varuna to his son says कि बेटा तपसा करो तब से ही ब्रह्म तुमको मिलेंगे. Actually, the first time also when Guru gave Narayana कि अन्नम प्राणम चक्षु श्रोत्रम मनो वाचम इति, he gave 6 things. Guru, father, Varuna to Mrugu. बेटा ये 6 पकड़ो तुम. इसके द्वारा you realize the Brahman. That's what was told by the father Guru Varuna to the son disciple Bhrugu. Because he said, he went to the father and said, Hey Bhagwan, teach me Brahma Vidya. Adi Bhagavo Brahmeti. Annam, Pranam, Chakshu, Shrotra, Manovach. Then he told 3 things. Yatova imani jayante, that from whom all these are born. Yena jatana jivanti, those things which are born supported by him. Yat prayanti abhisamvishanti. Those when they dissolve in this Paramatma. Tad vijignyasasva tad brahmet. It is what is told by the Guru Pada. He never told to do tapasya. But this fellow understood earlier कि बिना तपस्या का ये हो नहीं सकता. Therefore he did the tapasya. There the tapasya defined by Adi Shankara is mananam or pujita vichara chintanam. So he did tapasya. Then he came to know Annam is Brahma. But he understood Annam is object of knowledge. It is coming and going. How can Brahman be the Jada object and coming and going wala? So he went and reported to father. Then father said, Beta, you have not understood. Again go and do tapasya. है ना? तपसा ब्रह्म विजिज्ञासस्व तपो ब्रह्मेति स तपो तप्यता प्राणं ब्रह्मेति व्यजानात् प्राणाद्येव खल्विमानि भूतानि जायन्ते प्राणेन जातानि जीवन्ति प्राणं प्रयन्त्यपि संविशन्ति इति then again bhuye eva pitaram upasasara adihi bhagavo brahmeti tagamovacha again tapasa brahma vijignasasva tapo brahmeti sadapo tapyata mano brahmeti vejanat. So how there wonderfully Guru Shishya, Guru was this way guiding, do tapasya beta, tapasya hi Brahma hai. Shishya was doing tapasya in that, he is doing the manana vichara. Slowly, first Annamaya, then Prana, Mano, Vijnana, he was understanding as Atman. Finally, he understood the Brahman as the Atman. Thereafter, he never wanted or needed to go to the Father. Sa Aisha Bhargavi Varuni Vidya. So Bhrigu received from Varuna, therefore Bhargavi Varuni Vidya. तैतरीय में याद है ना. सो यहाँ वो कोटेशन दे रहे कि द आत्मविद्या इज द मूल फॉर ब्रह्म प्राप्ति. कोटेशन ईशावास्य उपनिषद. आत्मविद्या व्हाट इज इट? आत्मविद्या अमृतमश्नुते. then tapasa is the moola. Tapa is the moola for brahma prapti. Further the quotation is again Taittiriya Upanishad, tapasa brahma vijijnasasva. So what it shows? It shows a universal one principle. If we are lucky if it clicks to us, that whether it is outer worldly achievements or the spiritual unfoldments, or both, we have to pray to the Almighty, the Lord, and we also have to do what we are supposed to do. Prayers without doing, doings without prayer, both of them never give result. That is what Bhagavan says, Ma Manusmara, that is prayer. Yudhyacha, that is you have to do your duty also. 8th chapter, Ma Manusmara Yudhyacha. A very good thought once for all it came to us. That's why we every day do our prayers. Oh Lord, make us understand the Upanishads. That is prayer. And we also are putting our effort of coming, sitting, opening the book, chanting, trying to understand every word. These two will yield the result. So Atmavidya or Tapasya ka Bhagavan is Moola, we pray to him. Bhagavan is the result of Atmavidya and Tapasya. Therefore, we will gain the Atmavidya by going to the Guru and we will do the Tapasya. Do explanation hai uska. Very important. So in this way, iticha. Now in the next 3-4 lines, these two mantras, which are the essence of the entire Upanishad in general, and उनका essence या summarizing भगवान यहाँ कर रहे. It's a very very good summary. It is. I need 5 to 10 minutes to explain. That is not there. So one more day we'll extend our study of first chapter. It's a big reading. कि ब्रह्मोपनिषत् ब्रह्म उपनिषत् परमम् उपनिषन्नम् अस्मिन् परं श्रेयः इति यः सत्यादि साधन संयुक्तः सः एनं सर्वव्यापिनम् आत्मानं क्षीरे सर्वैर्वार्पितम् आत्मविद्या तपोमूलं तत् ब्रह्म उपनिषत् परम् अनुपश्यति सर्वगतं ब्रह्म आत्मदर्शिना आत्मनि एव गृह्यते न असत्यादि युक्तेन परिच्छिन्न ब्रह्म अन्नमयादि आत्मना श्रूयते च. Again the quotation, the very beautiful summarizing of the entire sadhana with again 2 quotes from 2 Upanishads. One is Mundaka, second is Prashna. This is a very interesting topic. Let us, means what we have studied उसी का summary है, but एक जगह अच्छी तरह से रखा भगवान शंकर जी ने, एक जगह में बस तैयार कर. But this is the essence of what you have studied, my dear friends. Carry this take home point. This we'll see tomorrow. Om 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 Om. ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो परमर्षिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु। प्लीज जॉइन फॉर गीता।